The other day I was having a conversation with my friend who was thinking about going back to an old belief system. She said that she felt she was too wise now to go back to it, but there was something that made her feel like there was more truth there to be discovered. She felt confused because she didn't know if this feeling was just because it was the belief system that she grew up with, or if there was a reason that she was being brought back to something that she had already let go of. Sometimes growing can feel like we're not actually making any progress because we keep finding ourselves in places that we've already been. This bothers us because we've somehow been taught that life should move in this perfect straight line. I started over here and this is where I'm going. But in reality, life moves much more like a circle. Joseph Campbell explains the idea of a hero's journey, where life is less of a linear path with a start and an end, but instead it moves like a circle and ends exactly where we started, only now we have new information, a new perspective. Think of all the movies you've seen where at the end the main character ends up back at home, only now they've changed. They answer the call to adventure, find their mentor, defeat all of the evil forces, only to end up back at home to live happily ever after. Or maybe now they find themselves in a state of existential crisis, which just pushes them to the next adventure. So perhaps life is less like one circle and is instead a series of circles, one leading into the other, constantly moving us forward where we're meant to be in life. Sort of like a spiral. There's a tool in psychology that is used to explain the way awareness develops called spiral dynamics. It explains that our consciousness, both individual and collective, expands in a spiral pattern, constantly integrating where we have been with where we are going. And as we move through this spiral back and forth through the same experiences and thoughts over and over, it can feel like we're not actually growing at all. But there is growth happening. It's just subtle and non-linear. If you're like my friend and you feel like you have to move backwards in order to move forwards, allow it. Explore it. Integrate it into your ever-expanding awareness of all that is. You are on a hero's journey, and the story you are crafting is beautiful.